You know that feeling of midlife uncertainty? What if that wasn't an ending at all, but actually the start of your most powerful chapter yet? Today, we're going to dig into how you can merge decades of your hard-earned wisdom with the incredible power of AI to launch your second act. If you've been in the game for a while, this question probably hits pretty close to home. I mean, after years of building a career, maybe raising a family, checking off all the boxes, you suddenly find yourself with a bit more breathing room and this one giant, looming question. Look, this isn't some kind of crisis. It's a crossroads. It's a choice. One path, well, that's the familiar one. It's safe, it's comfortable, but let's be honest, it risks stagnation. But that other path, the one leading toward reinvention, it definitely takes more courage. But that's where you'll find a future driven by a whole new sense of purpose. Okay, so let's start right there, at that crossroads, and really talk about the big, heavy questions that always seem to pop up. 3 big doubts usually surface here. First, there's the question of identity. You look in the mirror and ask, beyond my job title, beyond being a parent or a spouse, who am I now? Second, there's the search for purpose. What is my next big thing? What am I meant to contribute? And finally, you see AI changing everything, and that nagging question of relevance creeps in. Can I actually keep up with all this? All this can lead to a really common and, frankly, a pretty damaging myth. So let's just tackle it head on. Let's talk about the myth of starting over and why your foundation is absolutely everything. This right here is the single most important thing to get into your head. Seriously, you are not starting from zero. All those years, all that experience, it all counts, for sure. You're not starting from scratch. You are starting from wisdom. Just think of all the tough situations you've navigated, the resilience you've built, the complex problems you've already solved. That is your real starting line. And this is where we need a huge shift in mindset. See, the idea of starting over just makes you feel like you're behind, like you've wasted time. But if you reframe it as restructuring, well, that changes the whole game. You're not tearing down the house you built, you're upgrading the solid foundation with new, smart technology. It's an intelligent reconstruction. And that new technology, well, that brings us right to our next turning point. Is artificial intelligence a threat to all your experience, or could it actually be your greatest ally? Let's just be honest for a second. When you first hear about AI completely reshaping entire industries, it is natural to feel a little resistant, right? It can seem like it's for the younger generation, for the tech gurus. That feeling is 100% normal. And this is the fear that's really at the heart of it all, isn't it? With everything AI can do, is it here to make your decades of experience obsolete? The answer to that question is a huge, resounding no. The big realization is this: AI isn't a replacement, it's an amplifier. It's a tool that can handle all the grunt work, which multiplies your impact and frees you up to focus on the high-level strategy and creativity that only a human with real experience can bring. This whole amplification thing works because of one critical factor: your irreplaceable human wisdom. So let's break down what no algorithm on the planet can ever hope to replicate. Okay, so here's the fundamental difference. AI is absolutely brilliant at processing massive amounts of data and finding patterns. But we humans, we own empathy, we own discernment, and we own strategic wisdom. And AI might be able to predict an outcome, but you understand the why behind it. And really, that's the bottom line. You've seen market cycles come and go. You've managed teams through tough times. You've had to adapt over and over again. That depth of perspective, that lived-in experience, that is your unique, unautomatable superpower. So, what does this all mean for your future? It means you are not slowing down. Not at all. You're actually getting ready for your second launch, and it runs on a powerful new equation for success. The old formula was pretty simple, right? Your knowledge plus your effort equaled your income. But the future? Wow, the future is different. Look at this new equation. You take your knowledge, you amplify it with AI leverage, and then you combine it with your unique human authority. That's your wisdom, your credibility, and the result? It isn't just a bigger income, it's a 10-fold increase in your impact. I really want you to let this sink in. Midlife isn't about winding down or stepping aside. With the right tools and the right mindset, it's a period of acceleration. It is your second launch, a chance to go higher and lead stronger than you ever have before. So, we'll end with this question for you. Everything you've ever built, every single lesson you've learned, that's the fuel in your rocket. The only question left is, how are you going to use the incredible leverage of AI to ignite that fuel and fly higher than you ever thought possible?